Hello, Internet, and welcome to Steam. So, as you obviously can see, Space Engineers 2. Here it is, here we go. I decided to start while it was unpacking, because I want this to be like a full experience. This is the first time I'm going in. It is 1:25 p.m. On the east coast of the US, which is plus 6.25 p.m. And we are ready to go. So, all right. Let's do this. Oh, yes. Okay, let's wait a minute before doing this. Yeah, I debated if I wanted to do this as, get in, play a bit, record this video later once I had an idea of what was going on. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I decided if this is going to be hard cutting edge video newsing, I should go into this like a complete buffoon. Oh my god, look at all the text. Is this just like yeah, this is just here's what's going on. Yeah, I mean, this is handy for what I've got. So, for anyone who's not really followed along, Space Engineers 2 is out in like a alpha, you would call it, early access alpha is what it says in this upper right screen. Yeah. So it's not a full game yet. It's not got all the things that will be in the final game. Some things that are here are probably gonna change. It's not like fully out, ready to rock everything you've ever wanted. What we have at the moment, we have this sort of grid building system where everything is one size, and you'd like, I don't know how that's gonna work, but you have that. It's creative mode only at the moment. It's allegedly user friendly. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, controls, the grid destruction. It's a very basic version of the game. And in the future, we learned in the live stream, apparently by the end of the year, they're hoping to have planets in survival mode in the game. So, yeah, that's on the state. I have personally not watched anything, not, prepped in any way. This is completely blind, completely fresh for me. So in we go with our meaty man here. I think it's because his helmet is smaller relatively than the original SE helmet. Because the body to head is pretty proportional. He does have a pretty long neck in there. But yeah, by and large it looks good. His head just looks big because it's so dang close to the glass. You better not be a claustrophobic engineer. Alright, UI looks pretty decent. I hope this music doesn't cause me problems. Just hit this button. Start quick. The best engineers know when to start over. Don't fear the drawing board. Hopefully that's not indicative of how this video recording will go. Oh, okay, and just like that we're in. Rightio. So I'm assuming, yep, keyboard controls work about the same. So V changes perspective. Yeah, there I am in there. Does J open my helmet? Nope. Okay, well, we'll figure that out. This is, I didn't really anticipate, I figured, this would be exciting, but there's not much here yet. I've got butterflies, people. This is kind of exciting. Like, I'm playing SE2. 6 months ago, I never thought this would exist, and here I am. Okay, jetpack makes sense. Stops a lot quicker. Yeah, there's a lot more speed detonate. Oh, and I love how my arms wiggle. Look at that. Oh, I'm like ragdolling. This. See, again, sometimes it's the weird things. That is awesome. Okay. First thing I want to do, let's see if there exists here a med bay. Maybe in this pit? No. I like the lighting. And this looks pretty. This looks good. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully there's like not horrible screen tearing and stuff like that going on. I mean, you saw me launch it. I've done nothing. Oh, we got little port things. There's so much to discover. We've got... That's weird. I guess the implication is this is like under construction still. I'm like, they have a corner bit. Why not put... This seems like a safety hazard. And let's find here. It is a little... The jetpack and movement in general is slightly different. Oh my god, the lighting in here. This is going to be a completely useless video because I'm just going to be impressed by new things every 3.5 seconds. Oh, but look at this. Oh, we've got little guide things. The UI actually looks pretty good. Like, the lower hotbar stuff is a little... Hold on. Maybe that's true, but am I really walking at 22 kilometers an hour right now? That seems a little fast. How fast can I run? 36. I'm faster than the fastest world animal. That would be a cheetah, I believe. Yeah, the UI doesn't look too bad, especially like the in-world UI. This looks... That's a big honkin' medical bay. Oh, look at the shadows. Look at that. So I purposefully upgraded my computer for this game. So I now have the whatchamacallits where the light knows where it is because it knows where it isn't. Okay. So the important thing to do here is apparently not look at that. Oh, dang it. F is interact. See, that's normal for SE, but I change it because it's wrong to me. At least I think it's F. Okay. Ooh. So this is interesting. So this is the control panel. We've got... Oh, so I guess this is our everything. So this is, we control our hotbar from here. We can save our block blueprints. Got all the different things. Oh, it looks like maybe we can... I guess this is grouping, so we can group like... I don't know how this works. Yeah, not all of this is, again, perfect, but seems kind of cool. Okay, that's not how I changed my look, though. Nor is that. I may not be able to change my engineer appearance. Oh well, that's fine. Okay, let's head out. How do I build? I mean, this is kind of the thing, isn't it? Okay, so you can go in here. This isn't too different than how the existing system works, where you can press K and look at stuff. Just they've combined the G menu into the standard sort of suit and everything else menu. So let's see what we actually have here. So that's obviously a block. Got cockpit. We don't have tooltips, notably. But that sort of looks like a gyro, thruster. I'm not seeing... I don't think batteries exist yet. No. So... all we've got are these reactors. We don't need windows or... What is... Oh, look at this. Okay, so 7 is a panel. Okay, we've got tool tips, which are handy. Oh. So I'm pressing R for different sizes. On this one, it's changing it to be like... So I guess R is size or different versions of a block. That's kind of handy. What is... Okay, control gives you a more visible grid. Cool. So these are detailing. How do I rotate things? The normal rotate doesn't seem to work. Can I only place a slope from behind? That seems wrong. Okay, you can click and drag to place more. So that's neat. So I've gone into settings. There is no controls setting, so I can't check how that will... I can't check what options I have. Well, that's a bit awkward. Oh. Okay, so we've got... I see, so big blocks, then the smallest. And then I'm sure in the thing there is a bigger big blocks. Oh, in fact, there it is. Hello, bigger big blocks. Oh. Okay, middle mouse is still paint. That's fun. That gets rid of things, which I didn't necessarily want to do. That's fine. Because I can place it back. There has to be a way to rotate stuff. Like, rotating makes sense. Oh! Okay, this is not really, you know, what I'm... This isn't rotation, but I did find... So the comma and period keys change your snapping grid. So right now this is snapping to like a 0.5, and I can snap to a 0.25 for even more precision. So that's neat. Oh! Haha. Okay, I found something. It probably said this earlier. Does this work over here? Okay. So I'm currently in like place a new grid mode. If I turn it off new grid mode and hold down Q. Yes, okay. So in addition to giving you more grid, you hold down control, and that lets you rotate with the WASD keys. That's actually not bad as a way to do things, because it means you don't have to use your second hand over on like page, home, and all that stuff. So we've got a cockpit. Do we have yet any conveyors? Probably do. Got buttons, we got that. It's a reactor. Maybe we don't have. That's cargo. And at the moment, it doesn't look like we have any sort of conveyoring, which I guess is fine. We won't worry about that then. We'll just stick a reactor on here. Oh. Oh boy, oh. That's a big honkin' reactor. Right. Hold on, is there... No, there's only the one reactor. Do I even need a reactor? So... yeah, we've got assorted sizes of gyroscope. If I just... okay, no. If I stick that there, got a gyro. Getting used to all the sizes, so we can build like mega ships. It's kind of exciting. Okay, well that's not a very good ship, but it is a ship. The thrusters are glowing, so I guess I don't need power at the moment. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, the small gyroscopes are not very powerful. Thrusters are pretty good though. Geo. Let me get some more gyroscopes on this thing. So what? So it's either those or this. Yeah, so these are the small ones I have. What is there? Auto rotate, control R. Turn that off because it sucks. Even they have not improved that as a game mechanic. Let's do some improvements on this thing. I think the hardest thing to get used to is gonna be you can't move while rotating a block, because I keep like I'll rotate it to be in the correct orientation and I'm like, okay, well now I want to go to the other angle, and it just rotates even though I'm pushing move keys. So okay, so this is a drill. There are no drill options. Oh. Whoops. I just hit Control C and that copied. So that's neat. I don't want this though. Back to drill. Let's slap our drill down here. Now I've got a big honking drill machine. So cargo. Okay, interesting. That's the only cargo option you have. There's no smaller. Okay, we do have our various sort of slope bits too. So that is nice. Oh. Here I was, oh, we do have headlights, that's good. I was trying to get the second piece of this slope, which is, you know, the 4 wide that's sort of a half. I was like, oh, where is it? It's not in here anywhere. And then I realized it wouldn't be in here because now cycle through a bit and do that 2.5 grid system. This will take a minute to get used to. Oh, and apparently that's not a build thing. That is probably the nicest thing about what's been changed with that grid system, because you can now put blocks so close together, you can make small detailed spaces. So things like, that's the wrong block. Good to know that's still possible in game. Yeah, things like having lights. It's also the wrong block. That one's what I want. Yeah. Things like having compact console things that are, you know, like a chair with buttons all around it. You can do that now. In fact, this thing is looking like something. Let's take it for a spin in this asteroid, and then I may try and build something a little bigger. Ooh. Spin may be the imperative. Whoa. Imperative word. Gyros are still pretty weak for this big a thing. Oh, that drill is going. Interestingly, I just noticed there's no hotbar for the cockpit. Like, there's no... I don't have ship controls of things. I don't know if that'll come later, but... Whoa, Apparently a very volatile asteroid. Also, the drill... Ooh, hold on. You know what that means? Look at how small the voxels are. It might be kind of hard to see, but... Actually... No, I think they're definitely smaller. So I'm pretty sure the voxels are now on this smaller grid. Which, it's kind of twofold. It means that the drill is now, it doesn't really have much extra radius because it's mainly only drilling along the drill head. But that's a much more, like, precise hole. Okay, you can still right-click, though, and that's almost enough room to fit this entire ship through. Oh, interestingly... It may just be a trick of, like, the screen shake. I feel like when the drill makes contact, it's almost kicking the ship around a little bit. It may... Yeah, I think it's like the drill is imparting a force. It's kind of cool. I guess Tool Shake does that already in normal Space Engineers, but kind of interesting. Now, did I... One, can I access this cargo? Doesn't seem like it. Can I, if I'm in here... No, so they've not got anything like cargo or mining in yet. That's fair enough. Now that we have this little guy, let's look around this big ship. I didn't actually appreciate, because this is the big red. This is a big, big red. Like, this is much bigger than the original. Let's do some wandering. Oh, yeah. Look at the size of that reactor. Gee, and that's a big old gyro. Get up to... I guess I could fly from there. I want to get up to the bridge. See what... No, nope. Oh. Okay, doors don't yet work. Can't close that. I was trying to do that just to see. Anyway, let's get up to the bridge and see what's going on. Oh, that's cute, little bunks. Alright. So... yeah, it doesn't look like buttons actually work yet either. Unless... no, that's my hotbar. I may be missing something there, but it also makes sense that they've not... I mean, it's the first hour that the game has existed, so it makes sense that there's not very much in. This thing is friggin' massive. It's interesting, too, because it's massive, and it feels massive, but it doesn't feel misscaled. That's something that Space Engineers 1... I just also... again, getting distracted. Those asteroids and the skybox look awesome, even though the skybox kind of looks... I don't know, it doesn't really have great depth. It does look like I'm in a, you know, in a sphere that's about maybe, you know, 500 kilometers away. But anyway, Space Engineers 1, because of the massive block size, large grid ships are big, but they're sort of needlessly big. They don't feel like there's much reason. They feel out of scale with how a human would build a spaceship, because we wouldn't build, you know, in massive squares. This, obviously there are sections of massive squares, but check it out. They're also, you know, walls are that thick. That's about a wall thickness. Yeah, there are sections that are obviously big, but then there's small stuff. I think that unification of the grid really makes things look good. Okay. Well, I mean, it's lined up. We kind of have to do what we have to do. Also, there's another thing on that asteroid. Alright, let's do some recreation. Okay, gyros on this thing are better. It can really move. Okay, we're on target. Speed is quite high, and ooh. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, it's early days. I'm sure they're getting stuff fixed. Okay. So we're back on board here. Let's head back up. I do kind of want to do it again just to see if it blows up everything, like crashes the game again. In the, you know, brief moment before it all dissolved, it looked pretty cool. And let's do it. For consistency. Also, I'm noticing the speed cap is at 1080. Okay. Haha, we've survived that time-ish. We didn't sever the thing. And actually, for that speed of crash, like this kind of just looks like SE1 damage. This doesn't look all that particularly different. That part's a little new. But yeah, by and large, that's kind of, you know, we've got some stuff crinkled, but it just, you know, crinkled blocks. Pretty classic. Anyway, what I was saying about speed, it does look like, I don't know if the ships, like each ship can get that high, but a speed limit of, you know, much higher. Man, our suit's 1116. That's pretty good. That was one of the big struggles. Oh, that's a struggle of not having a center mounted light. It's interesting. Yeah, one of the big sort of questions of Space Engineers 2 was, is the jetpack any quicker? Well, interesting. Okay, so shift is my booster for the jetpack. So by default, your jetpack only goes that fast, which is probably good so you don't crash into things. And you can zip quicker. Wow. But yeah, being able to move much faster is just gonna... It'll make it feel more like space. Because in space, things move very quick. Especially if we're, you know, sending engineers to strange new worlds. Ooh. Okay, this is... I was gonna build something like this. Maybe I'll just take this for a test drive. So, this has the guns. How do I use the guns? There's no, like... No, there's no extra that. Okay, Gatling cannon, powered on, block is working. Powered off. I'm clicking and nothing's happening. I'm wondering if maybe this wasn't, again, first hour that the game has existed. I'm wondering if maybe some things should work that aren't. Unfortunately, I won't get this uploaded today, so there's a good chance that by the time you are watching this, some of this stuff that I'm noting doesn't work will work. But yeah, at the moment I can't do the fun laser gatlings and show it shredding a ship. Can back off and then ram into the side and see what that does. Okay, you can still turn off inertial dampeners. Whack. That didn't do too much, actually. Huh. Well, that's kind of fun. So yeah, I think this is more or less the state of the game at the moment. I could keep futzing around, and I definitely am going to keep futzing around, try and get used to some of the building. So I may come back and revisit a bit, before new stuff gets added, but I also may not. There's a lot projected to come, but for the moment at least, this is essentially sort of a fun tech demo, and SE1 still has the content. So I'm gonna, of course, keep making stuff there, keep continuing with my normal series. But we now have this to play around with, explore, and get excited about as new things come. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. Feel free to check out my SE1 content and subscribe to potentially see more SE2 in the future. And until then, bye-bye.